We plan on giving you an update on the status of this investigation. I will open up the press conference, followed by President Penves and then Chief Carter. But first and foremost, I want to express my condolences to Haruka's family. I have spoken with the family, her mother and father. No parent should ever have to bury a child, especially a beautiful young woman like Haruka with such a beautiful spirit. But what we promised them early on as a community, the University of Texas Police Department, the Austin Police Department, and the Department of Public Safety, is that we would leave no stone unturned to provide them with the justice they so richly deserve. And this morning we're going to talk about delivering just that. As you all know, Haruka Weiser, date of birth 6/20 of 1997, was taken from us. First and foremost, the reason that this case has been cracked is because we in the city of Austin, which is the fastest growing city in the country with a very lean police department, are blessed to work and serve a community that is engaged, involved, and willing to stand up for their neighbors, that cooperate with the police department and are willing to be part of the solution and not part of the problem. So I want to thank the people of Austin for all the tips that have come in that really made this case break so early on. Around 4 p.m. yesterday, Austin Fire Department Station 3 reported that their firefighters on 4/4/16 responded, which was Monday, to the 2900 block of Medical Arts Street, which is near here, for a trash fire. Fortunately for us, the University of Texas, which is one of the safest universities, as you know, this campus has not had a homicide on this campus since 1966. That is a tremendous long period of time, and I think it's a record of safety that is somewhat like the city of Austin, an envy that we can all be envious of. When we released that videotape that this university provided us, because they've invested in a very robust security system with many cameras around this campus and in the community surrounding the campus, the firefighters realized that on Monday they responded to a call at that location, and that the individual they were seeing on that video strongly resembled the suspect that we were looking for. Fire Station 3 in the Austin Fire Department, thanks to their vigilance, reported their observations to the police department, and our homicide division immediately went to work on this case and on this suspect. The other person that was really key in this, and the other tip that was really key in this, was a female that we will not identify today, but we will identify later, member of our community that actually called in the fire. And once again, here's a woman that called in that fire Monday. Then after the video provided by the University of Texas was released, connected the dots and immediately also called in the tip saying that resembles the young man that started a fire on Monday. So later on we will identify her, but she was key as well. As a result of this, we've identified a suspect named Mikhail is the way he pronounces it, spelled M as in Mary, E-E-C-H-A-I-E-L. Last name of Kreiner, C-R-I-N-E-R. He's a black male with a date of birth of 6/30 of 1998. APD responded on the day of the fire this past Monday and transported the suspect Kreiner, to LifeWorks in order to provide him temporary shelter, for he was determined to be a homeless 17-year-old young man. The subject was also in possession of a woman's bike. AFD on Monday took possession of that bike for safekeeping. As soon as AFD called us, APD homicide detectives reviewed the in-car video from the police department in-car camera and realized that the subject was wearing similar pants and shoes and fit the general description, physical description of the suspect. Also, the suspect had in his possession a small blue duffel bag resembling that of our victim, Haruka Weiser. APD responded to fire station number 3, and the bike in their possession resembled, again, that of the suspect. APD also responded to the fire scene and located the trash container, which contained several items which we believe to belong to our victim. APD then responded to the suspect location, last known location, at LifeWorks, and we were able to detain him for tampering with evidence and question him regarding this incident. Mikhail Kreiner has been booked into the Travis County Jail for a charge of murder, which is a first-degree felony. This charge will be filed formally later this afternoon. It's important for folks to realize that this investigation is absolutely very active. We're nowhere near complete, but it's also very important for this community to realize that we are very certain that the subject we have in custody, the suspect is in custody, is the suspect responsible for the death of this beautiful young woman. A lot of parents are calling and asking, is our community safe, are our students safe? And again, I will tell you that the city of Austin is the second safest big city in the United States. It is an extremely safe city. Having said that, young people, please, as the parents of our beautiful victim said, let's take some lessons that we can learn and always be vigilant, no matter how safe an environment is. We need to be vigilant. You know, young people love to be on their iPhones, their iPads, their iPods. It's really important to just be very, very vigilant when you're out there, because unfortunately we know that there are monsters in society that would do us harm. The last thing I will say is that if you are a witness, if you recognize this suspect when we release his photo later on this afternoon, if you remember seeing him anywhere, we want to trace his activities leading up not just to this crime, but leading up to the day he was actually captured at LifeWorks. Please contact the Austin Police Department. Again, the investigation is very active and again, ongoing. Lastly, I want to share a message from her parents, specifically her mom. She told me in closing a conversation with me about an hour and a half ago, she said, "Chief, will you do something for me?" And I said, "Yes, ma'am, what would you like me to do?" And she said, "Please tell all your officers, please tell everyone at the University of Texas, please tell everyone involved in this investigation, thank you. But also please tell them to take care of themselves and go home and hug your children, not once, but twice." So I didn't get the privilege of meeting this young woman, but I want to say that having spoken to their mother, that whoever she touched, it was a blessing. And I'm just glad and thankful that we're going to bring justice to that family and that we're going to restore the sense of safety that this campus and this community has always enjoyed. And I look forward to, in her honor, continue to work with you, Mr. President, to keep the University of Texas one of the safest in the nation, as is our city. And before I open it to questions, I will now call up to President Fenves.